WSTKS-FM Worldwide. Digital collaborative learning for the 21st century. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Week 12 of the Collaborative Café, a podcast to help students like you navigate IAH209 Horror Cinema with greater success. Professor Schwartz here yet again, and in today's program, let's talk about how you can transform your learning team from chaos to cohesion in just 3 steps. Place your order with the barista, grab a seat across the table in our usual booth, and join me for a quick look at how to do that. As we've discussed many times already, communication is the cornerstone around which everything else is built within a learning team. And there can be no doubt that effective communication is at the heart of successful teamwork. Some teams, however, struggle when it comes to that particular practice. But it's never too late. With more effective team communication in mind, let's explore 3 easy steps that will transform your collaborative activities from chaos to cohesion. All set? Then here we go. Step 1. Adopt clearer, more concise written communication. Begin with a clear purpose statement in the subject line of every email. Use straightforward language. Avoid slang or unnecessary jargon that might confuse others. Structure all messages to each other with the key points highlighted. Your team members should also confirm that they understand through brief summaries in their replies and during later face-to-face check-ins. Finally, balance detail with brevity and provide enough context without drowning yourselves in a sea of detail that is better left for later in-person discussions. The role of clarity and concision cannot be overstated here. When the members of your learning team express their ideas with greater precision, it prevents confusion that can delay and even derail collaborative assignments and projects. Greater clarity, in addition, saves valuable time during your weekly meetings outside of class and during the work sessions behind team projects. Clear communication also builds confidence among the students who comprise your team, underscoring the shared goals and expectations outlined within your list of core team values and team contract. Welcome back. Today, we're looking at how to transform your learning team from chaos to cohesion in 3 easy steps. Step 2 is to strengthen verbal and nonverbal interactions. Keep in mind that the most effective learning teams utilize both channels to convey meaning. Whether the members of your team meet face-to-face or via a video conferencing app, members can improve their verbal communication by adjusting the pace of their speech to match subject matter complexity and by including specific examples to illustrate abstract ideas. Practice precision in vocabulary, especially for complex topics too, and vary the tone of your voice to emphasize key points. At the same time, maintain appropriate eye contact to signal your engagement in the discussion at hand, and allow appropriate pauses for processing information when speaking. Be aware of any facial expressions that might distract or interfere with your message. Use purposeful gestures to reinforce main ideas, but consider too that your posture might affect how your verbal messages are received by teammates. When we stop for a moment and think about interpersonal communication, we realize, of course, that the most effective exchanges rely on a host of nonverbal cues like the kind outlined just now. Thanks for joining me, everyone. In today's program, we're looking at how to transform your learning team from chaos to cohesion in just 3 steps. Let's pick up where we left off and consider step 3 of the process. And what might that be? Well, the answer might surprise you. Step 3 is to listen more actively. A powerful process to adopt when you want to transform your learning team from chaos to cohesion. But active listening is perhaps the most overlooked aspect of communication. Giving each other your undivided attention, free from distraction or interruption, however, shows respect for your teammates' time and contributions to your collaborative efforts. Moreover, active listening helps create an environment where innovative ideas can flourish. The habit also prevents redundant discussions and wasted effort while building psychological safety into your team dynamic, making it easier for members to feel comfortable sharing their ideas, questions, or concerns. To cultivate more active listening, set aside distractions like your iPhones and focus completely on the team member speaking at that particular moment. At opportune times, paraphrase key points to confirm comprehension and ask clarifying follow-up questions to ensure that you understand what has just been said. Remember, too, to acknowledge others' perspectives before sharing your own. And likewise, pay attention to any nonverbal cues that might reveal unspoken concerns on the part of your teammates, such as raised eyebrows, dismissive eye rolls, quizzical, or even pained expressions. WSTKS-FM Worldwide. Digital collaborative learning for the 21st century. If you find this podcast helpful, be sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. Before we finish today, let's quickly recap how the members of your learning team, even at this late point in IAH209 Horror Cinema, can get things back on track and moving more effectively toward collaborative project number 3. 1. Adopt clearer, more concise written communications. 2. Strengthen verbal and nonverbal interactions within a physical or virtual conferencing space. And 3. Practice more active listening without distraction or interruption. Follow these 3 steps to transform your learning team from chaos to cohesion during the final weeks of the course. And that brings us to the end of today's program. Enable and empower yourselves by joining me again here in the Collaborative Café for additional tips, tricks, and advice based on my almost 30 years of collaboration with thousands of undergraduates at 3 Big Ten universities, 2 liberal arts schools, and 2 community colleges across the upper Midwest of the United States. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in class, online, or during Zoom office hours if you drop by with a question. Until then, have a healthy, safe, and productive week. With special regards from Onyx, the cat what am. So long, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now. just heard a podcast from WSTKS-FM Worldwide. Digital collaborative learning for the 21st century.